following on from our previous video, in this video we are actually going to be playing some games on the GT 710 and showing you the performance of the Dell 7010 as it currently is right now, as you'll see in a moment. But if you haven't watched part one of our video, then I suggest you go back and watch the previous video to this one, just so you can kind of catch up to where we actually are in this video, and then it will all make sense to you. Because if you just watch this video, then you're just going to watch some gameplay on a GT 710, which won't make much sense to you, but it will if you watch part one. So really go and watch that part if you haven't already. If you're new here, then obviously consider subscribing and like the video if this is the kind of content that you like. But obviously watch the video first and then decide. Anyway, let's get back to the video. We're ready to play some games. The first game we're going to try on the system as it currently stands right now is Batman Arkham City. This is a game that came out 2012, I think. If I'm wrong about that, I'll put it on the I'll show it on screen. It's a DirectX 11 game. Now, one thing we have already tried is DirectX 12. This is not compatible with, so any DirectX 12 compatible games are out as it currently stands right now. So DirectX 11 games it is then. I've never actually played this game. Now William has played it, haven't you, Will? Mm-hmm. So he's gonna give me some tips, and then we're gonna swap over and let him have a go and see what he thinks. Searching for downloadable content. I mean, it is running with only 4 gig of RAM in this system and the internal graphics on the CPU. I'm not hoping for much, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a really bad experience. Now, we've done videos like this before showing really old hardware and how it performs. But obviously we're going to be incrementally increasing the GPU power in this system. At some point, that means this power supply is not going to be any good anymore. So we've got a backup plan for that. We're just waiting for the game to load. Is it loading your save game?
Press enter.
Oh, okay. Why don't you tell me that? All right, so we're finally into the game, and I'm kicking. Oh, what? Yeah, bit of laggy there. Kicking some butt. It takes you straight in as Catwoman. Oh, I'm just clicking buttons here. I'm not like doing anything special. 21 FPS we're getting in a minute. Average frame rate. Using DirectX 9. I thought it was DirectX 11, but apparently it's not. DirectX 9. Oh, we got a freeze. 20 FPS currently at the minute. It's stable at 20 FPS. Where do I go? Will, where do I go? Through the door? Seems like a good place to go. It's playable. It's not a great experience, mind. It's not hitting that 30 FPS mark. Definitely not 60. 18 FPS on this part now. I can't move, I can't click, I can't skip. Can't do anything. I've got to rock myself off the chair. Here we go. Oh, nearly. Come on, boy. Oh, yes. 13 FPS in this part. It's not looking good. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this one. I think we're going to move on to another game. Let's try, what should we try? Counter-Strike Global Offensive? Yeah, let's give that one a go. That's definitely improved to what we had a minute ago. It was about 2 frames a second before. So we've lowered the settings to basically everything on the lowest that you can go. Unfortunately, we can't seem to find an FPS counter to put on the screen. But it's definitely more than 5. MSI Afterburner doesn't work in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so we can't use that. But if you've got any suggestions of what software does work in Steam games, that'd be great, because we can use that moving forward. Oh!
I'm dead. It's impossible to play this game.
It's you definitely can't be accurate, that's for sure. There's a lot of lag. It's input lag.
So ready, watch. Wow! No, it's just because it was the buying menu. Ready?
All right, try.
3, 2, 1. Okay, well, it's pretty much instant, but when you're moving around, 3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
you might think it's instant, but try again.
3, 2, 1.
It looks pretty instant. Obviously, this is not a scientific way to prove how quick that is, but
It looks pretty instant.
it looks pretty instant to us.
Yeah, if you want to see.
It's definitely laggy when there's a lot of people around, isn't it?
Yeah. Lags out completely.
It's quite a drop.
Oh, the bomb has been planted.
Oh, come on. You can still get to it. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which came out in 2012. So let's go and see how that one performs. I can imagine probably not great. All right, so Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Let's see how this one goes. We're already in the game, and we've got the stats up on the screen. You can see their GPU usage is maxed out. Obviously, this is onboard CPU, APU graphics. CPU is at 20%, 3.4 gig on all cores, and only using, look at that, less than 20 watts power on the CPU. Unfortunately, there's no way of monitoring how much power the GPU is using until we start putting an external graphics card in there. But we're getting, it looks like I'm dying as well. Maxing out our RAM, as we've only got 4 gig of RAM in here. Not much we can do about that. DirectX 11 game, because as I said earlier, we can only run DirectX 11 at the moment until we put another graphics card in there. And yeah, there we go, frames per second. Let's try and not die, shall we? All right, here we go, Call of Duty. And I've never played this game at all. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing here. Oh, do I shoot these people? No, target. There we go. Yes. Reload. Oh, let's get comfy. Get out the way. Oh, is this guy here? He was right in front of me. Either I'm doing really well or... Right, got him. Target down. Oh, I'm being shot at. Let's run. Hide behind these big vehicles. Press I. Oh. Air support. Let's do it. Oh. Am I supposed to be seeing something right now?
Fire rockets.
Rockets! Oh! All right, where should we go this time? Give me a target.
Tank.
Oh, I missed! I got it. I'm switching between weapons here. I don't know what the keys are. Okay, switch back. So I completely got engrossed in that game and forgot to mention anything about the stats or the FPS or anything. So we were getting about 20 FPS in that. Hopefully you saw it in the video. If not, I apologise. But yeah, about 20 FPS roughly. Well, between 15 and 20 FPS. GPU maxed out. I shouldn't say GPU. It's not really a GPU. It's a APU, which is built into the CPU. But anyway, it's maxed out. The CPU is about 10%. Going up to about 15%. So I think that's enough for this game. I was still having fun even though the FPS were really low, and probably what most of you guys would probably say is unacceptable. But you know what? It was still cool. So we're gonna try one more game now, Star Trek Online, which Will is gonna go and play. So let's switch over to STO.
So now we're going to be moving on to Star Trek Online, which is a game I'm personally very familiar with. Me and my father have started playing this recently, and I'm already level 20, and I've only been playing for 3 days. Yeah,
we're definitely getting back into this game. So at the moment, if you're not familiar with Star Trek Online, it actually came out in around the same time as this CPU was introduced, I believe. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, quote me if I'm wrong. But as you can see, their DirectX 11 game again, we're getting less than 20 frames per second. Oh, we've got up to 19. GPU's maxed out, sorry, APU's maxed out. CPU is 33%, a little bit higher in this game now. And CPU's bouncing all over the place, look. It's not maxing the CPU out, so it's definitely GPU bound. Sorry, APU bound. And we should rename that to APU really, but hey ho. Still 4 gig of RAM because we haven't put the extra RAM in here yet. We'll do that a bit later on. And yeah, we just got over 20 frames per second there. So if you want to fly around and do some shooting and stuff, Will, let's see what this what this thing can do. This is without putting a graphics card in there, don't forget. We're getting about 20 frames per second. It dips down to about 12, 13 in certain places. At the moment we're just in space, as you can see there. Hopefully you can see that. But you can actually go down on planets as well, can't you, Will?
Yes, yeah, you can. Depending on what solar system and or like star system you're in.
Yeah, depends on the missions and stuff, doesn't it? And there are hundreds of different missions and ships and stuff that you can buy in this game. It's quite a large game, and it's a game that came out about the same time as the CPU came out in 2011.
Ooh, I forgot about this mission. Let's go.
Oh, watch that dip. Transport into another area. Where are you transporting to?
We're on the Azura Freighter.
Freighter.
Freighter. Oh wow, yeah, it is struggling to do.
Oh, this is a definitely a more FPS killing area.
Input
here.
delay. Ready? Watch. 3, 2, 1.
Do you see that delay?
That's 2 seconds.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to play it like this. You're about 10 frames a second now. I think on that note, it's time to do a very slight upgrade on this computer and put in the dreaded GT 710. Should we try it?
Yes.
I don't think we've got a choice.
We do not have a choice.
All right, let's put the 710 in. You've made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Part 2 is almost over, apart from me talking right now. I appreciate the fact that you've watched part 2, but if you are kind of confused as to what is actually going on, then I highly suggest you go and watch part 1. And that explains about the PC, us putting it together, and kind of what's in that PC as it currently stands right now. The next video is going to be the GT 710, as you just heard a moment ago. And then we're going to be doing all the same games again and showing you the performance uplift, if you can call it an uplift. Anyway, that video will be coming out in a few days or so, so don't forget to get subscribed and like this video, as well as part 1 if you like that one as well. Anyway, I think that's enough of me. Let's end the video and drop a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you in part 3 coming very soon. Thank you very much. See you next time.